Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to cut right through all the jargon and confusion to really get our heads around one of the most important and, most misunderstood ideas in all of business: strategy.
So let's just jump right in with the big one, the question that really drives everything in business. How is it that some companies, the Dells, the Toyotas, the Teslas of the world, just seem to dominate while others just struggle? Is it just luck? Maybe better tech? Well, it turns out it really boils down to the quality of their choices.
And the secret, of course, is strategy. But, and this is a big but, to truly get it, we first have to talk about what strategy isn't, because this is honestly where most people trip up.
This right here, this is our starting point. It's a simple but totally revolutionary idea from Michael Porter. He famously argued that tons of companies, even ones that were amazing at efficiency and quality, didn't actually have a strategy. And you're probably thinking, how is that possible? Well, just being good at doing things isn't enough.
This distinction is absolutely crucial. See, operational effectiveness, that's just doing the same things as your competition, but maybe a little bit better. It only gives you a temporary edge, because guess what? Competitors will always catch up. Real strategy is about doing things differently. It's about creating a unique position that's super hard for anyone else to copy.
Okay, and here's the other big trap. This is one that even really smart, seasoned execs fall into all the time. They'll describe how their company makes money, which is their business model, and they think they've just described their strategy. But nope, those are two very different things.
Let's take an example. Starbucks and Coffee Bean, right? They both operate on pretty much the same business model, selling affordable luxury coffee. But their strategies are completely different. They make all these unique choices about store locations, their product mix, the whole brand experience, and that's what sets them apart. So think of it this way. The model is the game you're in. The strategy is how you play to win.
All right, so now that we've busted some of those myths, let's build up to a really simple, powerful definition that you can actually use. So here it is. Strategy isn't some fuzzy mission statement you hang on a wall. It's the specific and often very tough choices you make about where you're going to play and how you're going to win. It's all about putting your limited resources in the right places to create an advantage that actually lasts. But hold on, not every decision is strategic. For a decision to really count as strategic, it has to pass these three high-stakes tests. It's got to have a significant impact on the whole organization, it's got to involve a major commitment of resources, and, this is the kicker, it has to be really hard to reverse. Once you make that choice, there's pretty much no going back without a huge cost. Okay, now for the really practical part. All this theory is great, but how do you actually articulate a strategy clearly? It's actually a lot simpler than you might think. Believe it or not, any great strategy for any company can be broken down into these three simple parts: an objective, which has to be clear and measurable, a scope, which defines your battlefield, where you'll play, and an advantage, which explains your unique weapon, how you're going to win on that field. Let's make this super real with a company we all know. For McDonald's, the objective might be to grow their market share by 10% a year. Their scope? Global, focused on burgers and beverages. And their advantage? It's that low-cost model, right? Powered by their massive scale and an incredibly efficient supply chain. All of a sudden, a really complex strategy becomes crystal clear. And here's the cool part. You can use this exact framework to bring a ton of clarity to your own thinking, whether it's for your company, your team, or hey, even your own personal career. This single sentence is your new tool. You'd be surprised how many leaders struggle to explain their strategy in less than, say, 35 words. But with a template like this, you can take a big, complex, fuzzy idea and make it a clear, communicable, and really powerful plan of action. And that's the ultimate challenge we want to leave you with. Can you describe your company's strategy in one simple sentence? Because if you can't state it simply, using this framework, you might not really have one. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.